Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video we're going to be doing a bit of a long overdue layout update. So this video I'm going to show you what's happened since the previous update, which was in July. So I'm going to show you all the changes that have happened, as well as new additions, so both locomotives and rolling stock, as well as projects that I have for next year. And I reckon at the end of this video I'm going to give a bit of a channel update as to what's going to happen for the rest of this year, as we are coming towards the end of the year, obviously being in November. So I'm going to give you guys an update on what's going to happen in regards to content on the channel for the rest of the year, and hopefully I'll give out a bit of information as to what's going to happen next year. So that's going to all be in this video. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, click on the notifications bell and press all. That way you stay notified for future videos. So let's get into today's update. Okay, so starting off this layout update, I thought I'll bring you guys over to the Fiddle yard, as this is an area that I don't often show, and frankly you don't really need to show it because it's an area where you only really store your locomotives and rolling stock. But I thought I'd bring you over here because I have actually done a bit of work to the Fiddle yard. So this lane and this lane, they were the two original sidings, which obviously, as you can see, they're still there. But the problem is I have purchased a fair bit of rolling stock this year, and I needed somewhere substantial to store it. Now before, what I was doing was I was just having it stored underneath where the town scene is, because I had the town scene off at the time, but obviously I've now put it back. A bit of work will happen on that town scene, mind you. That will be for next year, that is. But anyways, back to this. So I was having those bits of rolling stock that weren't in the Fiddle yard underneath the town scene, and when I wanted to run those bits of rolling stock I had to take them on and off the track, and you know, that's how you damage them, by constantly taking them on and off. So I figured I've got some spare points left over, so I may as well extend the Fiddle yard. So this lane, and this lane are all new. Those were installed within the past few months, and I've now got somewhere to store the majority of my rolling stock. So I now don't have any rolling stock off the layout. It's all on the track, whether it be behind a train or in the Fiddle yard. So which is good, because it means I don't have to keep taking rolling stock on and off. And when you have to take rolling stock on and off, you do risk the chances of damaging it. So I'm very happy with the extension to the Fiddle yard. Now I do plan to build another Fiddle yard, although that will be again for a project next year, so stay tuned for that. But that's what I've done in the Fiddle yard. For those that didn't know, yes, I do have a Fiddle yard. Here it is, and very happy with how this one is looking. Alright, so looking at the station area of the layout, not a whole lot has changed since the previous update. The only things that I have done is, as you can see, I have added station lighting. So these street lamps I got from Southern Rail Models. I think that was the manufacturer, which I purchased from the Braybrook Model Railway exhibition, as they had a stand there. So I'm very happy with how these look. As you can see, they're a double light. So what I have done is I've had one light shining on the platform, then the other one shines behind where the diesel depot is. So I'm very happy with that. Eventually I'll do another running session, and I'll be able to do some night shots. So very happy with that. Now it's not just those three, it's also, as you can hopefully see, the station building also has lights, and also there's one more light down here. So very happy with that. The station still needs a whole lot more detail. I still need to add the capping that goes along the top of the wall here, and also station signage and all that kind of stuff. And I should also point out I don't really have a name for the layout as well, so if anyone has any suggestions and ideas, then you know, do let me know in the comments, as that would be greatly appreciated. But that's what I've done to the station, and overall, very happy with it. Alright, so the majority of the work since the previous update has been over in this area here, in the countryside section. So I have done 2 videos so far concerning the construction of this hill. So if you want to know a bit more in detail on how I got to this stage, then please do watch those videos. But for those of you that haven't seen those videos, I'll give you guys a bit of a rundown on how I got to this stage. So pretty much this hill started off life as just some blue insulation foam which I got from Bunnings, and that was then glued down and carved out in this area here to form a hill shape. That was then covered with plaster cloth and filler to create a nice hard surface. It was then painted, and then various scenery products and materials were added on top. And we also got a bit more detail, so we've added the fencing, various bushes here and there, and have added a good amount of trees. I would like to add some more trees just to really sort of make it a bit more of a foresty sort of environment, and hopefully I'm going to add some different ones too, some different colour ones, as these, I believe these ones are, I think they're birch trees, I'm not too sure. We only have one darker coloured tree, which is probably just down there. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, I would like to add some different colours of trees, so different foliage colours as well as the actual tree trunk colours, so that would look quite nice, I reckon. Overall, very happy with how this is progressing so far. It's not finished yet. It does need a retaining wall which will be going on this side here, all the way around. I will be doing a part 3 on building this hillside, which will cover the construction of the retaining wall, and we'll finish off the scenery around where the base of the retaining wall is, going up to the ballast of the track. So that's a video to look out for in the future. I will be scratch building the retaining wall. Since the first video that I did on this particular hill, I decided what retaining wall I'm actually going to go with. I've decided I'm going to go with a concrete retaining wall. I had a look online for some kits, but there wasn't really any that sort of took my fancy, so that's why I've decided to go down the scratch building route. I'll be using plasticard, and as I said, I'm not going to go too much into detail about it in this video. There will be a video concerning the construction of the retaining wall and finishing off the scenery, so that will be a future video to look out for. But yes, overall I'm very happy with how this hillside has progressed. It's got a fair bit of detail, and very happy with how the scenery is looking on this one. Alright, so on to rolling stock acquisitions as well as locomotive acquisitions, and also weathering projects. So start off with what I've purchased. So the only locomotive I've purchased since the last update is this. This is one of the latest releases of the Powerline T-Class. Very nice model it is. I have one of the older models of the T-Classes, and that's still a very good model to this day. And if you compare them side by side, there's not really many differences in terms of the overall appearance. Both are very good. Although I will say the mechanism on this particular one is easily, hands down, much better than the previous model. It's a lot smoother, a lot quieter. Although the one problem I did have with this particular model, and that is when it's, I guess, cold out of the box, it seems to stutter a fair bit. But once it gets going and it gets a bit warmer, then the issue does go away. But it is a bit annoying. I have managed to fix this issue, however. The problem is the pickups. On this newer Powerline T-Class compared to the older one, the pickups actually touch the wheel treads instead of the backs of the wheels. So yeah, that's probably the issue. And not only that, they weren't bent down enough, so some of them weren't actually making contact with the wheel set. So what I did was I bent the contacts a little bit to make better contact with the wheels, and I've not had any issues since. So very nice model from Powerline, and I'm very happy to have it in the fleet. And also I have done a review video on this particular locomotive, so I'll leave a link to that in the description as well as up in the corner, so please check that out if you're interested. And yeah, very nice model, and I'll no doubt get another one because these really are quite a good model. Okay, so looking at the rolling stock purchases since the last update. Now, I haven't really purchased much rolling stock since the previous update, but there is a bit to show still. So I guess I can start off with this one here. This is a Train and Hobby VLPY louver van. This particular louver van, I purchased this one from the Amara Club Room Open Day that I went to this year, and this is actually a brass model, so it's my first brass item. It's very heavy, it does run extremely well, but God, it was expensive. Yeah, my wallet did take a beating the day that I purchased this. It was quite expensive, hence that's why I've only got one brass item in the collection, but regardless of how expensive it is, it's a really nice model, quite difficult to find now actually, from what I've been told, so glad I got one, and yeah, very happy with the model, and it looks really good. Eventually I will be weathering this one, so whether I'll do a video on that, I don't know. But very happy with this one, and it's a great addition to my wooden body passenger train that I have here. Okay, so next up here we have another SDS Models tank wagon. This is a TWF tank wagon. This one is in the silver livery with Atlantic lettering and logos. This one I actually picked up at the Showgrounds Model Railway exhibition that I went to in August this year. This is actually a brand new model. Well, I should point out a brand new old model. These were released some time ago, and this one I picked up from the SDS model stand, who, from what I remember, them telling me, they actually had like a big box of these wagons in their warehouse that they just wanted to sell, so they brought them over to the exhibition and they were selling them for an absolute bargain price of $30 each. So of course, you know, I picked one up. As I've mentioned before, these are really difficult to get a hold of, these wagons, so if you can find them, get them, as from what I've been told, they don't plan on doing another release on these wagons for quite some time now, so once they're gone, they are gone. But very happy with these. They do need weathering. All of them that I have, they all need weathering, and but that's a project for the future. But overall, very happy with it, and a great bargain piece of rolling stock in my opinion. Okay, so next up here we have the new SDS Models E-Type open wagons. These ones are actually VOJF open wagons. So the body of these would be actually the original E-Type open wagons from back in the day, and obviously they've had several code changes over the years, and during the time period my layout set, these would have either been VOJFs or VOBX wagons. So these four I picked up from SDS Models, who are at the Sunbury Model Railway exhibition. Now these wagons are actually a new release. These were released at this year's Showgrounds Model Railway exhibition, and very happy that I've now finally picked them up. They're quite a good addition, and as usual from SDS, they are very nice. The build quality is good, the detail's excellent, and the running quality is also very, very good too. These wagons come in a 4-pack for $300, which I think is actually pretty good value, as you know, you're getting 4 decent quality wagons for, I would say, a pretty good price. Now these wagons will be the subject of a future video where I'll be weathering them as well as adding loads, so look out for that video. But overall, very happy with these wagons, and I do plan to get another pack of these as I want to extend my louver van train. I want to get it up to 18, so I've got 10 vans at the moment. Well, sorry, not louver van. I want to extend my open wagon train, so I do plan to get another pack of these. Probably not VOJFs, but probably VOBXs, and I want to get the other style of open wagon made by Powerline. So I want to have a train of 18 open wagons, which I think would look pretty good running around this layout and also the club layout. But that's a project for next year. But as I said, these wagons will receive a video covering the weathering and adding a load to them, so look out for that. Alright, so next up here we have a 4-pack of Precision steel coil wagons. These are VCSX steel coil wagons in the V-Line logo livery, and these ones I picked up at the Braybrook Model Railway exhibition, which I went to this year. So I'm very happy with these wagons. As you can see, I've added tarps on 2 of them. The tarps come in a 4-pack. These are also made by Precision, and the other 2 tarps I fitted to my V-Line ones. I do plan to get another pack of tarps just so I can put those on this one and this one, as these hoops here, they are very, very fragile. I have actually broken one already. I can't remember which one it was, but one of them did actually break. So that's why I'll be putting tarps on these. Now I do plan to get probably another 2 packs of these to make a steel coil train, as that was quite common during the period that I model. Although it will be the ones which don't have these end plates and the hoops, it will just be the completely open ones, and I'll put the steel coil loads in that. But a very nice product from Precision. I can't wait to get these weathered, as these will go down a treat with some weathering, and I'll also make sure to weather the tarpaulings ever so slightly just to take the glossy sheen off those. But very happy with these ones, and I do plan to get some more in the future. Alright, so this is probably one of the last rolling stock additions I made during this year. This is actually part of a 3-pack of on-track models 56-foot louver vans. These particular ones that I've got are in the VR red with V-Line logos. These particular ones are actually coded as RLEX, which is good for National Rail era trains and layouts. So obviously I don't model that, so these will need to be recoded. Now I'm already in the process of backdating these wagons, as these are good for eras 1994 to probably early 2000s. So I've already started the backdating process by changing out the bogies, as I had these other style of bogies, which are New South Wales style, which they came with, and that's as far as I've gotten. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any decals to recode these. I need to recode these to VLEX, I believe it is, to make them suit the region that I model. So, but that's a project for another year, or as a project for the future, I should say. Overall, pretty happy with the wagons. They do look great, and at $225 for a 3-pack, I think that's pretty good value. Now, I have weathered these models since I purchased them, and I guess I can share with you guys how I weathered these. So pretty much what I did was I started off with a black wash over the entire side of the model. I actually removed most of that black wash, leaving the black wash in between where all the louvers are and all the panel joins and everything like that. And then what I did was, after I did the wash work, I then did some airbrush work. So I spray painted, so what I did was I airbrushed a bit of rust on the roof in a sideways pattern like this. and then I also went in the underframe with some brown just to simulate the track dirt that commonly gets kicked up on the underside of the wagons. And then once that was all done, I then gave the entire model a dusting of powders. So I used like a brown on the top to create some different rust effects, and then I went over the sides of the model with either, sometimes I went in with black, sometimes I went in brown, depending on how dirty I wanted the wagons to be. Now this 3-pack of on-track models louver vans I actually purchased to extend my louver van train. If you saw the previous update where I got all those old Diorama VLX vans, these on-track models louver vans were purchased to extend that particular train. So the train is now complete, and it's all weathered pretty much exactly the same as this. I'll show it in a bit so you guys can see in more detail. And yeah, overall very happy with the wagons and the weathering job. Still need to do a bit more work to these wagons. As I said, I need to, at least these on-track models ones, I need to recode these to suit a Victorian wagon code. But yeah, very happy with them, and they're a great addition to the rolling stock fleet. Alright, so taking a look at weathering projects now. This particular train here of louver vans, this has probably been the biggest project that I did since the previous update. There's quite a number of louver vans here, and they were all weathered over several weekends, as I would not have the time to weather all of them at once, so that's why it was done over several weekends. These were all weathered exactly the same as the that 56-foot van that I showed just then, using all the same techniques and everything like that. And as you can see, we have a variety of different weathering levels, so some are heavier than others. Like for example, these two VR ones here are quite grubby, especially this first one here. This one obviously being the small logo VR livery. This would have been quite old during the time period my layout is set. Not a lot of these ones would have been running around. You know, you might have seen maybe 1 or 2 stragglers into 1988, 1989, but they were not very common with the small logo VR, or even the large logo VR for that matter, would not have been very common. You would have mostly been seeing the V-line ones here. As you can see with the V-line ones, I've gone, some of them are heavier, some of them are lighter in terms of the weathering. So overall, I'm very happy with how these have turned out. It's probably my favourite train to run on the layout. It runs very nicely, and this is a good train to take to the Model Railway Club as well. So overall, very happy with this train. It's come out very good, and there will be more weathering videos in the future. Not on these vans, but on other pieces of rolling stock. So stay tuned for that. Right, so another project that I've been working on since the last update is actually some passenger rolling stock. So these here are my SDS models, PL type passenger cars, and in fact I think this one here in the corner, I think that's also the last one I actually brought. I brought that one from the Showgrounds exhibition. I forgot to mention that earlier, but yes, I did buy another one to make a train of 3. So this train is pretty much now complete. And as you can see with this second coach here, what I've actually done to all 3 of them, I should say, is I've actually added lighting and passenger figures to these. So the passenger figures I purchased from eBay. I just purchased those cheaper ones, and you know, I don't really see the need to buy the expensive ones, seeing as they're going inside the passenger cars, so you're not really going to see the detail on them very well. So that's why I went with the cheap ones. And I've also added lighting, and the lighting, for those that are interested, is the Rapido Trains lighting kit. I'll put a link to which one I used in the description, so please check that out if you're interested. And I personally think that this just really brings the passenger cars to life inside, as it looked a bit strange having them all empty and unlit. So very happy with how these have come out so far. I do plan to weather these, which will really finish off the wagons quite nicely. So, but that's a project for another time. But overall, very happy with these, and they do look great running around the layout. When it's dark, that is, because you can actually see the passengers and the lighting. Okay, so I'm sticking to the theme of passenger rolling stock here. Just like the PL cars, I've also added lighting to my Powerline S-type passenger rolling stock, and I also had one lighting kit left over, so I added that to my Precision CE guards van. Whether they ran with lights on or not, I'm not too sure, but very happy with how these ones have come out. I've also added passenger figures to the S-type passenger stock. If I just see if I can zoom in a bit there. You can see some people in the passenger cars there. Again, it just really helps add realism to these passenger cars. Obviously I weathered these some years ago, and obviously the exterior looks pretty good, so it was just the interior that needed a bit of work. But I'm very happy with these passenger cars, how they've come out on the inside. It does really look quite good running around the layout, especially with how big and open the windows are. You can actually see inside and see that there are passenger figures. And all I need to do now is get the CE guards van weathered, but that's a project for another time. But overall, very happy with these. These have been, the lights that are in these are the same Rapido Trains lights that I used in the passenger cars I just showed. And the passengers are, again, those cheaper ones from eBay. Alright, so lastly, something I almost forgot to show, are these three wagons here, 1, 2 and 3. These have actually been weathered. I showed these in my previous layout update, but these have now been weathered, but not by me. These are actually weathered by my good mate Oscar over at Australian Weathering Services, who I'll leave a link to in the description, so you can check out his Facebook page. So check that out if you're interested. I did do a review video on his work, and I'm extremely happy with him. He's done an absolutely stunning job, and I look forward to working with him for the foreseeable future in getting some of my other models weathered. For example, those tank wagons, I'll probably get those weathered by him. But yeah, very happy with these ones, and I can't wait to get the rest of the open wagon train weathered. Alright, so to conclude this layout update, something I do want to show you guys is this. Now, you guys have not seen this before, as I've not done any videos on it. And what this basically is, this is a 009 scale diorama. Now, in June, towards the end of, it was at the end of June, I went to a very interesting model railway event, ignore the flashing lights there, which was held at my model railway club, which was the Fremo 009 Australia meetup, which I have done a video on, so please check that out if you're interested. And when I was there, I actually purchased some of the end plates, which is this bit of wood here, and also on the other side, as well as the PCB sleepers which go on the ends of each module. So I purchased those with plans to build a module. So this is the module that I have created. I've just gone for something simple. It's pretty much just a level crossing diorama, and one thing I will say is just how cheap this actually was to put together. I did not spend a whole lot of money on this. I think I spent probably $70, maybe $80 all up on this particular module. Now I am in the fortunate situation where I do have an existing model railway layout, albeit in another scale. So things like scenery, materials, glues, paints, that sort of thing, I already had. So this did not cost me a whole lot to build. And if you want to find out more about the Fremo 009 project, Fremo 009 Australia project, where you can visit Will James Railways, who I'll leave a link to in the description, so you can check out his YouTube, where he's covered it in detail, as well as the website where you can find the standard for it and all that kind of thing. And he also sells the end plates and the PCB sleepers on there, so please check that out if you're interested. Now, there is another meet happening on the 1st of December at the Australian Model Railway Association Victoria Branch Club Rooms in Glen Iris. That's at 92 Will Street, Glen Iris. I'll put the flyer up on the screen now so you guys can check out all the details. I will be there with this diorama, so please come down and check it out if you're interested. And for those of you that are going, I hope to see you there. Alright, so to finish off this layout update, I'm going to give you guys a bit of an update on videos to look out for the rest of the year and also early into next year. So as we are coming towards the end of the year, there's not going to be a whole heap of videos coming out. There's going to be no more model railway exhibition videos for the rest of this year, as there is no other exhibitions to attend. So but with that said, model railway exhibition videos will continue on into 2025 and beyond. But for the rest of this year, there is a few more videos. There is some weathering videos. I do plan to do some more weathering on my Powerline T class, my new one that I showed at the start of the video, and also those SDS models, open wagons, that will also get a weathering video, as I mentioned earlier. So look out for those. I do plan to do a running session as well, so look out for that, and there will probably be maybe one or two other videos. So yeah, it's been a good year. Thanks for 1,000 subscribers, which I managed to get up to a few months ago, so big thanks to everyone for that. It really does mean a lot. So that's going to happen for the rest of this year. Now, as for next year, I do plan to keep doing model railway exhibition videos. There will be reviews, and I've also decided when I'm actually going to start my exhibition layout. As I've mentioned before, I do plan to build an exhibition layout. The plan is, hopefully all going well, at the start of March is when I'll be building my exhibition layout. So I'll build the baseboard and get the track all laid. So, when the time comes closer, then I'll properly announce when I'll be getting a start on it. Although at the time of filming this one, the plan is at the start of March we'll be getting a start on the exhibition layout. So that's something to look forward to next year. Okay, so that will be the end of this layout update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This will be the last layout update for this year. I do plan to do another one at the start of next year, as I'm sure there will be a bit more progress made on the layout since this update. But there will be another update at the start of next year. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Of course, leave your comments down below. I hope to see a lot of yous at the Fremo 009 meetup at the Amara Club Rooms on the 1st of December. So hope to see a lot of you there, and I do plan to do a video series on building another Fremo 009 module, as I do have some end plates and some PCB sleepers to build another one. So there will be another module being built next year sometime, so look out for that. But I hope to see lots of you at the meet on the 1st of December. So anyways, thanks for watching, and of course thank you to everyone who has subscribed. It really does mean a lot to me. So I'll see you all in my next video. Take care, stay safe, and of course have a nice day. Bye everyone.